rainbow llamas, fabulous gay gods, and feminist icons. Today we're talking about some of the more unique gods found all throughout Latin America. First, we're going to Peru to talk about Inca mythology, specifically Urcuchile, the llama god. Urcuchile is a llama who protects llamas. They live in space and their fur is multicolored and rainbowed. And what makes Urcuchile stand out is that Inca mythology doesn't have cutesy-wootsy gods. Urcuchile is the only one. In fact, Inca mythology is known for having really scary-looking gods, so it's funny that one of their gods is a llama. And speaking of fabulous rainbows, let's go to Aztec mythology to talk about Xochipilli, the Flower Prince. Flower Prince? Huh, gay! Yes, exactly. He was the god of gays, gambling, games, and a ton of other stuff, like sports and arts and entertainment. Now, him being a god of gays, that's interesting. There's not a lot of god of gays, but what makes him more interesting is how he accidentally became a god of war. To circumvent having actual wars, what the Aztec Mexica people did is they started having staged combat. Not stages and the outcome is predetermined, but saying like, hey, me and you get your best guys, we get our best guys, we set up at a specific time and date with weapons and everything, no underhanded stuff, we fight, we capture, blah, blah, blah. It's controlled warfare. They called it flower wars. Now, because this was a sport, but still technically war, Xochipilli, the god of games, ended up becoming a god of war, because you would pray to him before a battle and be like, well, this is technically a game, and this is technically war, so Xochipilli, you're a god of war now. In Maya mythology, they had Fat God. Yes, that's his name, Fat God. And Fat God is so fat, how fat is he? He makes your mama look skinny. No, but seriously, he was fat because he could consume magic. It's one of the coolest superpowers I've ever seen. He could literally eat magic and it would actually give him strength. So magic didn't work against him. He would just literally open his mouth and consume it. And also, Fat God was the god of clowns, which meaning the Balsams, what they called themselves, they too could eat magic. And finally, we go to Puerto Rico to talk about Taino mythology, specifically Guabancex, the goddess of wind and chaos and volcanoes. And in fact, if anything was unpredictable or chaotic, you would often blame her. If anything unpredictable happened, people, including the gods, would blame Guabancex because she's the god of unpredictability. So even if it wasn't her fault that something random happened, people would still blame her, and this would cause her to get angry and release storms. She could have this terrible reputation of being this angry, scorned woman, but in truth, she's just getting blamed for stuff that she didn't do, and yeah, that'll make anyone angry. Also, this is her Zemi. Zemis are, in Puerto Rican and Taino mythology, wooden totems that could in essence summon the power of gods. I know, why do we not have an anime about Latin mythology already? And there you have it, that's the list. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time, we'll talk about some more gods from Latin America. Have a magical day, everyone.